Under the classification of industries, the next is mineral-based industries. In these categories, there are basically five types of industries to study. Iron and steel industry. Have a detailed study about iron and steel industry. It is the basic industry as it provides the tools, equipment, machinery to all other industries. Iron is needed to make a variety of consumer goods like construction material, defense, medical, etc. This industry is considered as heavy industry as its raw material and finished goods both are heavy. Iron ore, coking coal and limestone are required in the ratio of approximately 4:2:1 to make steel harder. Today, with 91.46 million tons of the total finished steel products and 9.7 millions of crude steel production done in India. Manufacturing of steel. The raw material is taken to the blast furnace where it converted into the pig iron. Then the process of steel making is taking place and finally there is a shaping of metal done. In this way, after a long process, steel is being produced from iron. Some of the iron and steel plants in India are Bokaro, Burhanpur, Durgapur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bhilai, Visakhapatnam, Vijayanagar, Bhadravati and Salem. The Chota Nagpur Plateau region has the maximum concentration of iron and steel due to various availability of resources found over here. It is the ideal place to locate the industries. All PSU market their steel through Steel Authority of India Limited, which is a public sector industry. The problems that the industry faces at present are high cost and limited availability of coking coal, lower productivity of labor, irregular supply of energy, and poor infrastructure. All these are responsible for low production of iron and steel in India. Liberalization and foreign direct investment had given a boost to this iron and steel industry. In India, iron and steel industry developed due to the private industries as they are more effective. The next category is aluminium smelting industry. Aluminium smelting is the process of extracting aluminium from the oxide alumina. It requires a lot of heating and smelting process. Aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. Aluminium is light, a good conductor of heat, malleable, and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. It is used in manufacturing the aircraft, utensils, and the wires. It is a substitute of various other such as zinc, copper, lead, etc. There are many aluminium smelting plants in our country. They are located in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. India produced about 3.96 million tons of aluminium. Of manufacturing aluminium. From the bauxite quarry, the raw material is transported through rail or ship to obtain alumina. Bauxite is crushed and alumina is dissolved out. Finally, it is taken for the processment of aluminium, where a molten metal acts as electrolyte and the aluminium is being obtained. To convert raw material into the aluminium, a large amount of electricity is required, and an ensured source of raw material at minimum cost is also required. These are two prime factors for the location of aluminium industry. The next topic is chemical industry. The chemical industry in India is fast growing and diversifying. It contributes about 3% in GDP. The chemical industry is the basic industry as well as it's a consumer industry too. In both the ways, it can be used for further processing. It is used as the raw material or direct consumption can be done, in which it is categorized according to the consumer industry. Today, the Indian chemical industry is critically a part of the Indian economy. The industry contributes a large towards the GDP as I mentioned above. Today, India is the third largest producer of chemical in Asia and occupies the place in the market. The chemical industry is further divided into two subcategories: organic chemicals and inorganic chemicals. Organic chemicals, they include petrochemicals that are used for manufacturing synthetic fibers, rubber, plastic, dyestuff, drugs, and pharmaceuticals. These plants are located near the oil refineries and petrochemical plants. The next subcategory is inorganic chemical. They include sulfuric acid, which is used to manufacture fertilizer, dyes stuff, synthetic fibers, plastic, adhesives, soda ash, etc. The next mineral-based industry is fertilizer industry. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, phosphatic fertilizer, and ammonium phosphate. The complex fertilizers which have a combination of nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. Potash is entirely imported as India does not have any reserves of commercially usable potash or potassium compounds in any form. India is the third largest producer of nitrogenous fertilizer. There are 57 fertilizer units and manufacturing nitrogenous and complex nitrogenous fertilizers, 29 for urea. After Green Revolution, this industry expanded in Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, and Kerala and contribute towards half of the fertilizer production. The other significant producer states are Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Bihar, Maharashtra, Assam, West Bengal. The next is cement industry. Cement is essential commodity for various activities such as building houses, factories, bridges, roads, airports, dams, etc. This industry required bulky and heavy raw material like limestone, silica, and gypsum. Coal and electric power are needed apart from the rail transportation. The industry has strategically located their plants in Gujarat and have a suitable access to the market in the Gulf countries from there. India exports readily available cement to the market in East Asia, Middle East, and Africa, South Asia. The industry is doing well in terms of production as well as export.